Some of our residents are deeply disturbed as a result of past relationships with men. How would you cope with, say, a woman who continually cuts up? It's a problem that takes up a lot of staff time here.
Well, I'd lock them in a padded cell for their own protection till they calm down.
Mm-hmm.
Mind, I'm all for these workshop therapies, if it breaks the cycle, yeah, especially with the drugs.
But bolts and bars is still our core business.
Offer a con helping hand is shove it halfway up your back, so we used to say. I know it's not them and us anymore, thank God. Residents and carers, right?
What about paperwork? Every little detail has to be logged these days.
Second nature. Self-employed, see? Always got a pen in my hand and my head in the boots.
Let me be honest with you, Mr. Hollenby. You've obviously caught up on all the latest buzzwords, but I need to believe that you're here for the right reasons. Not just the steady wage and the pension.
I know what the service thinks of us old-timers, Mr. Grayling. Dinosaurs. Well, dinosaurs didn't walk this earth for millions of years. We don't know anything or two.
Only problem is, they became extinct.
On your belly. Dockley for you, Mum.
Thank you. Please, take a seat. That'll be all, Mr. Fenner.
Mum.
I know I can't never turn back the clock, but I want to say sorry for what I've done.
You don't know the half of what you did to me and my husband. You tortured us within an inch of our lives.
I know what I put you through, Mrs. Hollenby. And your poor husband. I can't sleep at nights thinking about it.
You were laughing your head off.
I was drugged off me box, miss.
That's not an excuse.
I still have flashbacks even now.
You'll forgive us if we don't find your remorse very convincing.
I know what I done, miss. Locking him up, giving him orders, strip searching him. Nothing she ain't done to me. Well, that's what was going on in my muddled up brain at the time.
Well, excuse me, Dockley, but my Bobby's never laid a finger on you. And tell me when I last locked you in a coffin and set fire to you.
Well, apart from that. But it's all right, innit? Never got burnt.
No thanks to you. You're very lucky my Bobby and I aren't pressing charges for attempted murder. But I'm not putting him through that agony, since you'll be locked up for the rest of your natural anyway.
Sylvia.
What matters to me now is turning you into a better person.
If you can forgive and forget, miss.
Mrs. Hollenby?
You won't get no more trouble off me. That's a promise. I'm truly sorry, miss. On the Bible.
You'd better be.
Well, looks like we have the makings of a compact here. Michelle and I should discuss a sentence plan around Mr. Grayling's new incentive scheme.
Thank you, Mum.
Miss, making you dress up as a French maid, serving as Charlie off a tray, that was really evil of me.
Much obliged.
You have a lot left to offer.
Believe you me. I didn't get it.
Oh, come on, stop joking.
I'm not joking.
What do you mean?
I put my heart and soul in, but...
Oh, I bet you did. 110%. Only a great lummox could mess this up.
I told you I should never have come in the first place.
They're desperate, Bobby. All you had to do was make the right noises.
Mr. Hollenby, fancy seeing you here. We was just talking about you.
Your mother's exact words were, remember, Merriman's got a shooter, but no pizza deliveries required. I repeat, no pizza deliveries. That's all. Bye. You do not want to know what was going on there, Henry.
I've learned not to pry.
Do you know, I rather think I shall miss being a criminal.
I hope you won't miss it too much, Barbara. Just been out to do a bit of shopping. I know you'll probably think I'm a sexist old pig, but if it's not your thing, I hope you can trade it for a few phone cards. You wouldn't have to take your other ring off. I know how much Peter meant to you.
Why don't you book it for the day I get out? And then we can go straight off on our honeymoon.
Barbara. It's only 81 days now.
And then we've got a lifetime.
I can't stop dead, I swear it. What's she doing back here?
Put her in a different prison from where she escaped. They'd have to build one first. Not that she'll be any trouble to you down that burger bar.
Sylvia, don't start.
You didn't protect me from her then, and you won't protect me now. Why didn't you fight back, Bobby?
Don't start dredging that all up again.
Look at you. Call yourself a man. You climbed into that coffin meek as a lamb. Oh, go home and braise some meatballs for me tea.
You better do something about those jokers in security. It won't take me seriously until I'm lying dead with a stake through me heart. Or somewhere else.
You haven't been to security over those stupid letters.
Thank you very much for caring, Neil.
Look, I have just had half an hour with Sylvia's husband, telling a desperate man he can't have what he wants.
You didn't turn him down.
Well, it was either that or sack him in 2 days' time.
So you didn't fancy him then?
Do not discuss our private lives in here.
Well, we'd better go out then, hadn't we? Because there are a lot of things I'd like to discuss with you, right now.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll tell you what's ridiculous, Neil. You hanging around with one-night stands half your age.
I'm sick of your jealousy.
We made an arrangement and you are cheating on it. I never thought I'd feel more lonely married than when I was single.
Yeah, well, go and get a shag of your own then.
You...
Everything all right? Die. I am going to do something about these poison pen letters. I think I'd better take my wife home. She's a bit... Could you ask my secretary to call us a cab, please?
But I had. Before I have to call you an ambulance.
I thought Bobby was going to keel over and cop for it right there.
You're a nutter, man. Jesus, Babs. Don't tell me you're ready for husband number 3.
I think so. I know so. And if Peter's up there looking down on us, I'm sure he'd give us his blessing.
Yeah, next. Not sure you could say that about the first one.
Arthur? No, I'm sure he'd be turning in his grave.
At least the old bastard done you a favour by getting into it.
Oh, you look happy, Babs.
You?
Come on.
Happy?
Leave it.
Me and Jude's wishing we were stone deaf.
Soon will be. Bleeding classical music blasting out our eardrums.
I wouldn't mind if you could pick out a tune. Tell him, Fawn, how much we love your music tapes.
You better go careful in case she gets her hearing back.
I keep telling them I don't need my hearing back when I've got the vibrations.
Next.
Yvonne, you couldn't ask to have her moved to your cell, could you?
Share the load, eh? It's funny.
Funny.
But she's been a right pain.
Well, we know she can't help herself.
And we love her to bits, but...
Sometimes she can be a right
Pain in the arse?
Next.
Don't blame Babs. She kept it up for me.